If a cat has a problem and no one else can help it, there's only one man who can help you.
Virtually 7 days a week, almost all the time I'm awake, I am working on cat things. It never stops. Some love dogs, some love pigs, I love cats.
Meet Andy Richards, a man bucking the mad cat lady trend. He's dedicated the last decade to helping cats in distress, from ferals fighting for themselves in the wild to lost strays who need a home.
Cats are my friends. They don't judge you. They're not bothered if I'm in a foul mood. It doesn't matter. The cat is just as affectionate towards me. And I know it's sad, but they are my friends. I think I've crossed that line. It's gone into an obsession. And it's become unstoppable now, even if I wanted to.
Which is just as well, as Andy currently shares his small terraced house with 14 friendly felines.
It was never my intention to have 14 cats. I remember when I got my 5th cat, I thought, this is ridiculous. You can't have 5 cats, that's just stupid. But most of these cats that I've got, they're old strays that nobody else wanted.
Cats fill every waking hour for Andy. First job today is to take one he's been fostering for an urgent appointment at the vet's.
This is Keita. Now he's an old stray that came from a different colony to what we've been this morning. You can see he's very bruised and battered. He's been through the wars. He's got a breathing problem. As you can possibly see, he's breathing very heavily. So he's in this morning, he's having some x-rays to just try and find out what this breathing problem's all about. It could potentially be something very serious. It could not be a good outcome for this one today.
While the cat is checked over, Andy sets up shop for the day.
The main point of the shop is to raise money to look after the cats that we have got in our care and rehome them. But it has become like a sort of local hub for the cat community. And people will just drop in and have a brew with us and have a chat about the cats. And it's great, we love that. I mean, obviously, as well as managing the shop, I am, of course, actually in charge of the rescue, East Lancashire Cats itself. And so occasionally it will happen that I'll get... I can ignore that phone.
Get it.
Shall I?
It's the vet calling about Andy's foster cat, Keita.
Right. Yeah, we just had bad news from the vets, I'm afraid. It looks like he's been hit by a car at some point. It's pushed all his insides all up. He's all compressed all his innards, and it's pushed his bowel up into his lungs. And to operate on that, they won't be able to do it. His lungs will collapse immediately, the vet says. So very, very sadly, we've had to have him put to sleep while he's under anaesthetic. This is the worst part of animal care when you lose one, because especially with a cat like this, because I've had him at my house. I've actually been fostering him at my house, and I've got very, very fond of him. And to lose him like that is just this is as bad as it gets. It really is.
Okay. I'm sorry, Anne.
All right. I've had some very black, dark times, and there's been times when no one was there for me. The only thing I had was my cats, and cats never judge you. They've never let me down, so I'll never let them down.